Hey everybody, this is Tracy here with another edition of A View from Tracy's Point, and we are here with a quick court update. Don Russell was in court today for a status hearing in the Eastern District of New York, and it seems that Don is playing a little cat and mouse game with these federal prosecutors. Listen, I thought when the Eastern District of New York tried to merge this case into R. Kelly's case, that the Southern District of New York cases were closed. And I didn't go back and check the Southern District of New York anymore after, they tried to add this and create this enterprise for R. Kelly in the Eastern District of New York. Well, it seems as though the Southern District of New York case is very much still open. And Don was actually indicted, I believe it was, let me see, what's the date of this indictment? So back in October of last year, Don was indicted in the Southern District of New York, and he has one count that is conspiracy to threaten physical harm by interstate communication. And so on or about December 4th, 2018, in the Southern District of New York and elsewhere, Donnell Russell, aka Colin Dunn, the defendant, and others known and unknown willfully and knowingly did combine, conspire, confederate, and agree together and with each other to commit an offense against the United States, to wit, threatening physical harm by interstate communication in violation of Title 18, United States Code, Section 875C. And it was a part and object of the conspiracy that Donnell Russell, aka Colin Dunn, the defendant, and others known and unknown would and did transmit in interstate and foreign commerce a communication containing a threat to injure the person or another, to wit, Russell placed an interstate telephone call to threaten physical harm to those attending a December 4th, 2018 screening of the documentary series entitled Surviving R. Kelly at a venue in New York called Newhouse Madison Square Newhouse, in violation of Title 18 United States Code Section 875C. Overt acts. 3. In furtherance of the conspiracy and to effect the illegal object thereof, the following overt acts, among others, were committed in the Southern District of New York and elsewhere. A. On or about December 4th, 2018, Donnell Russell, aka Colin Dunn, the defendant, placed an interstate telephone call to Newhouse threatening physical harm to those at the theater and attending the December 4th, 2018 screening of Surviving R. Kelly. B. On or about December 4th, 2018, Donnell Russell, aka Colin Dunn, the defendant, attempted to block his phone number and place a phone call from his cell phone to a New York City Police Department precinct located in New York, and in the vicinity of Newhouse, which was planning to screen Surviving R. Kelly, Title 18 United States Code Section 371. And then for count 2, threatening physical harm by interstate communication, the grand jury further charges on or about December 4th, 2018, in the Southern District of New York and elsewhere, Donnell Russell, aka Colin Dunn, the defendant, knowingly and intentionally did transmit in interstate and foreign commerce a communication containing a threat to injure the person of another, to wit, Russell placed an interstate telephone call to Newhouse in New York New York, threatening physical harm to those attending the December 4th, 2018 screening of Surviving R. Kelly at Newhouse and aided and abetted the same. Title 18, United States Code, Sections 875C and 2, Audrey Strauss, acting United States Attorney. So those are the charges that Don Russell is facing in the Southern District of New York. And so on the conference call today, there was like a lot going on. They had to go to a personal line and have a confidential conversation. Had us on hold for about 10 minutes, maybe 15 minutes. Came back to the call basically to say that they are unable to move forward with the case in the Eastern District of New York because he has these charges pending in the Southern District of New York. And they claim that the case in the Southern District of New York is supposed to go to trial around September 23rd. However, when I go into the Southern District of New York case, Don's attorney, he's gone through like 2 or 3 public defenders, look like. So the one that he has now has basically every 30 to 45 days has filed the motion to continue because she got so much discovery that she needs to go through that she doesn't have time to prepare for trial because they need to go through all this. She said it was an enormous amount of discovery in this case and that they need more time. And so she came on, I believe, in January and asked for a continuance because she was new to the case and she needed to get up to speed. And she asked for 45 days. Then she came back and asked for some more time because she said that she had just received the discovery and she needed to go through it. Then she came back, I think it was in March or April, and said that she needed more time because it was just so much discovery that she needs to sit down with Don. They need to find some time to sit down together and go over all this discovery, and that she might be available the last week of May for a conference call. So we're going to see what happens, but I didn't see anything in the information stating that a hearing had been scheduled or a court date had been scheduled at the end of September. But according to the Eastern District of New York, that once the Southern District of New York case goes to trial in September, then they'll be prepared to continue their case, around the end of September as well, once that trial concludes. And so Don Russell Mama June had then filed some document about some bond money and some taxes, and so look like they are playing cat and mouse with these people, and that they just gonna keep running around the mulberry bush until I guess the Eastern District of New York or the Southern District of New York just say, forget it, going on about your business. But we know that's not going to happen. That they're going to figure out a way. But I guess in the interim, the good news is if they can't get Don to sit down and have a conversation about plea deals and all of that, then they definitely can't form this enterprise that they're trying to form, which in turn means that if R. Kelly actually goes to trial in August, they won't be able to use any of the information, with Don Russell to connect that to R. Kelly's case. So that is the good news in all of this. And then it also got me to thinking about the Richard Arline guy, because you guys know he pleaded guilty and his sentencing is scheduled for June 9th. And I've really been waiting for them to change that June 9th date because, like I said, I think they knew they couldn't directly connect Richard Arline and the Michael Williams guy to R. Kelly. And so my thought was that they were going to try and connect them to Don Russell, since Don Russell has already proven, that he out here trying to do stuff that he ain't got no business trying to do. But maybe they just feel like it's not even worth it at this point. Like Don is going to drag this out as long as he can, and that they're not going to be able to connect any of this to R. Kelly, which is really a good sign in all of this. And then I thought it was interesting that Richard Arline's sentencing is scheduled for June 9th. They haven't changed it yet. But he's going to the Bahamas, I believe it is. The Bahamas or Jamaica, one of them, at the end of June. Okay, so I'm just like, where do they do that at? And then I was watching something last night. I can't remember what I was watching. It might have been a news report or something that I was watching, but basically somebody pleaded guilty to a crime like in the past week or so, but they're sentencing, no, they were sentenced to whatever crime they had did, but they don't report to prison until like September or October is when they report to federal prison. So I thought that was interesting. So I said, well, maybe they just gonna let Richard Arline run the streets, until they decide they want to lock him up. And then again, his charge really wasn't that significant because remember, he was the one that was trying to bribe Azriel Clary. So I don't know. I'm just seeing this as good news that they definitely won't be able to connect any of this other stuff to R. Kelly's case. So let's keep our fingers crossed that that definitely is the situation here, that this whole trying to build an enterprise with these three individuals has pretty much fallen flat on their face. I could be wrong. They may be, cooking up something to try and come at this from a different angle. But as it stands now, Don Russell is nowhere near about to enter into a plea agreement with these people. He still has these charges, these 2 counts in the Southern District of New York that he's dealing with. And his public defender is stretching this out for as long as she can. The Eastern District of New York is claiming that the Southern District of New York is going to trial in September. I believe she said September 23rd, and that they won't be able to proceed with their plea agreement negotiations until after that trial concludes. And we will just have to wait and see if that is factual in terms of a hearing. But in any event, just want to bring this information to you guys. So go ahead, leave your comments below, rate the video, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. And until the next time, I shall talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.